Let's build on top of this keyboard loop, starting with adding a drum machine track. Choose Empty for the preset drum kit. We'll add one manually. The default track adds two regions to pattern A and pattern B. Let's delete B for now. Select and delete. Extend pattern A to the length of the keyboard loop. The drum machine track is a simplified track specifically designed for drum programming. We'll be using a method called step sequencing, which lets you place drum sounds on a simple grid of 16 slots that make up one bar of music. This programming approach comes from iconic drum machines of the 70s and 80s. These hardware devices shaped the sound of electronic music as we know it. In fact, the drum samples from these classic machines created some of the most memorable sounds in electronic and pop music, sounds that still define many genres today. If you listen carefully, you'll recognize some of these sounds instantly. On the bottom part of the screen is the Instrument tab, where you'll find the drum machine instrument with its programming grid and tools for editing drum patterns. Where it says Drum Pads, you can change the drum kit. You can audition the kits by hitting the play button next to each kit. Let's stick with the 808 for now, an iconic drum machine that is featured in countless songs throughout music history. If you tap on the drum icons on the left side, you'll hear every sound separately. Each line represents a sound in the sequence. You can also hit your computer keys using the letters beside every icon to play the sounds. You can see that the grid is 16 slots divided into 4 groups of 4. Every group represents a beat. It's just an easy way to look at it for now. Let's take the first sound, the bottom line, and click in the first slot from left to right of each group of 4, making a total of 4 notes. Hit the play button in the transport bar. We just made our first beat called 4 on the Floor. You might recognize this as the basic beat layer for almost every dance floor track ever made. Let's program some more drums into this sequence. Let's replace the snare sound with a clap. It's very common to put this type of sound on the second and fourth beats of the bar, kind of the way we clap to music instinctively. Now let's add some hi-hats. Notice that this sound is very thin and short compared to the other drums. It takes less space, so you can be more playful and add more of those to drive movement. Go ahead and play with this concept for a while. Experiment with different drums and create interesting patterns before moving on to the next lesson.